Plant tissue. Tissue is derived from the Latin word "texere", which means to weave. The tissue is a group of cells which are similar in origin and perform an identical function. Tissue are of two types: plant tissue and animal tissue. Plant tissue, on the basis of power of division of cells, are divided into two types: meristematic tissues and permanent tissues. Meristematic tissues. The cells have power of division. Cells are living with prominent nucleus. Cell wall is thin and composed of cellulose. Vacuoles are negligent and intracellular spaces are absent. On the basis of origin, meristematic tissues are divided into three types. First, promeristem. This develops at the time of embryo formation. Second, primary meristem. This develops from promeristem during seed germination. Third, secondary meristem. It develops from primary permanent tissue. Again, on the basis of position, meristems are divided into three types. First, apical meristem, which is the primary meristem found at the axis of root and stem. Second, intercalary meristem. It is also primary meristem found at the nodes between two permanent tissues. And third, lateral meristem. It is the secondary meristem present in peripheral parts of roots and stem. Here are the positions of different meristematic tissues in plants. Permanent tissues. These are composed of mature cells which have lost the power of division. Cell wall is thick, having many types of chemicals. Vacuoles are prominent. Nucleus is of reduced size in relation to cytoplasm. Intercellular spaces may be present or absent. There are three types of permanent tissue: simple permanent tissue, complex permanent tissue, and special permanent tissue. However, the latter is not to be dealt with now. Simple permanent tissues are composed of similar types of cells, therefore are homogeneous in nature. These are of three types: parenchyma, collenchyma, and sclerenchyma. Parenchyma. It is composed of circular or oval living cells. Cell wall is composed of cellulose and pectin. Cells are uninucleated and intracellular spaces are present. Functions of parenchyma. It stores food. In xerophytes, it stores water for emergent conditions. In floating hydrophytes, it forms air chambers and helps in floating. In leaves and other green parts, it contains photosynthetic pigments, therefore it produces food. Let's have a look at the transection of parenchyma. In collenchyma, the cells are living and isodimetric. Cell wall is composed of cellulose and pectin. Intercellular spaces are filled with pectin. Vacuoles are present and cells are uninucleate. Functions of collenchyma. It also stores food material and performs photosynthesis. It provides poor mechanical strength and flexibility to the plant body. Let's have a look at the cells of collenchyma. In sclerenchyma, the cells become dead due to deposition of lignin. It occurs in two forms. First, sclerids or stone cells. These are isodimetric cells. They may be spherical or hair-like structure. And second, sclerenchyma fibers. These are the elongated structures with higher deposition of lignin. Functions of sclerenchyma. It provides mechanical strength to the plant axis. It forms hard seed coat to protect embryo. Fibers take part in the formation of xylem and phloem. Let's have a look at sclerenchyma. Complex permanent tissues are heterogeneous tissues with many types of cells. These are of two types: xylem and phloem. Xylem are water conducting tissues. They have following parts: tracheids. These are spindle shaped cells with pits for conduction of water. It has many types of lignin deposition. Trachea are vessels. These are arranged like pipelines due to dissolution of transverse walls. It also has thickening of lignin. Xylem fibers. These are non-conductive components and provide support to xylem. Xylem parenchyma. These are the only living components of xylem. They store food materials and help in water conduction. Functions of xylem are: xylem is responsible for upward conduction of water and minerals from root to leaf. Xylem elements provide mechanical support to the plant body. These are the different parts of xylem. Phloem is food conducting tissue with following parts. Sieve tubes. These are the elongated cells with porous sieve plates. These are the main conducting components. These cells are non-nucleated. Companion cells. These are living cells present in association of sieve tubes. They assist sieve tubes in food conduction. Phloem parenchyma. It is composed of oval cells. It stores food materials and help in conduction. Phloem fibers. These are the only dead components. They provide mechanical support to phloem. Functions of phloem. Phloem is mainly responsible for conduction of food from leaf to root. These are the components of phloem. There is another type of tissue called protective tissue. Protective tissues are present in the outermost layer of the plants. It prevents desiccation, mechanical injury, and infection in plants. There are two types of protective tissues, epidermis and cork. Epidermis is a single layer of cell which covers leaf, flowers, root, and stem of plant. The walls of epidermis is covered with cuticle. It reduces water loss to the atmosphere. Functions of epidermis. It provides barrier against mechanical injury, water loss, and infection. It protects the underlying tissues. It regulates the gaseous exchange through stomata. It secretes metabolic compounds. It absorbs water and mineral nutrients. Let's have a look at epidermal layer. Cork develops with time as the layer of epidermis is replaced by a secondary meristem. Cork cells are dead and compactly arranged. Cork have a chemical called suberin in their walls that make them impervious to gases and water. Functions of cork are: they protect the plants from harmful microbes and mechanical injuries. They prevent water loss by evaporation and transpiration. Here is the structure of cork cells.